Hello, oopsies, and thank you for joining me today. This is going to be a custom 30-minute ASMR video booked by Inez. Thank you, Inez, for granting me permission to post this publicly. And so typically she gives me kind of free reign. She likes doing these words like I just look up different stuff about astrology and zodiac and stuff like that. So this time I'm going to look up the Chinese zodiac in terms of the Chinese New Year. That's this, I believe, I have my phone near me for obvious reasons, for research purposes. February 17 is the Lunar New Year. So this is going to be the year of the horse, not just the horse, the fire horse. And I believe the last time the fire horse, the year of the fire horse specifically, that happened in 1966. And that was a major revolution, I believe, in China occurred. But this applies worldwide. This is not just in China. There are a couple other events that year, major shifts. If I'm not mistaken, my family lineage, from Macedonia, I believe they had major shifts as well. They had hyperinflation in the 60s, if I'm not mistaken, back when it was considered Yugoslavia. So, so basically, a lot, I can only imagine, went down. I believe there was a huge earthquake that year as well, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of stuff went down. And it could be felt like around the world, basically. It was that big. So I'm not surprised if things start kicking into high gear. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Firehorse, but Inez specifically said in my message, well, before I get into that, I quickly forgot to mention the year of the horse happens every 12 years as any other Chinese zodiac. So the last time we were in the year of the horse would have been the year 2014. Okay. And 2014, I've noticed for me personally, was a year when I started growing my business. It was like it didn't happen right away. It was kind of slow at first for me personally, I guess, because it wasn't a fire horse. But this time it's going to be like, no, if 2014 was a slow growth, like it's going to be quick, it's going to be like full speed ahead, full horsepower. So she said, "Hi, Tony, hope you had a great start to 2026 and moving homes is going well." Yeah, it's my last week here, so it's going great. Thank you for asking, Inez. They said, sorry, it's a little fuzzy on my camera, or my phone. "I'd love to request a video on what 2026 year of the fire horse will be like for those born in the year of the monkey. Happy for this to be a public video." So I'm going to whip out Google/AI and we're going to be researching on what it means. But yeah, so far, I'm a dog in the zodiac, so my last years I recall while I was born were 2006 and 2018. Both were freaking amazing years. 2006, we ended up moving into the biggest house we've ever lived in. 2018, I bought my first house. So that was pretty freaking cool and freaking amazing. So I can't wait till 2030, because obviously that probably means another house. But no, but seriously, so the year of the horse. I'm not sure I still haven't really looked up what it means to me. It's not gonna be bad, but I don't believe it's like phenomenal either. I think horse and dog are pretty compatible. I'm not quite sure. I think the last 2 years weren't really that compatible with me. This was the year of the snake. So as a summary, it's basically just shedding old skin is what everyone's saying. So I'm going with that. I think that's kind of hyped up or overused. I didn't really feel that effect this year. It just sort of felt like a random regular year. Let's be real, right? Like, I'm not so much heavy in the Chinese zodiac. It has some sustenance to it, but I feel as though the more powerful effects are the planets, right? And our actual zodiacs, right? But I can see how, like, if you keep telling everyone this is what's going to happen, then people have a placebo effect and think that's actually going to happen when it's not. With the fire horse, I sort of felt like it has half truths as well. Like, not everyone's really going to feel the effects. Every Chinese zodiac sign does have an influence in how you feel the fire horse energy. So some people are going to feel it more intense than others. Some people are not going to maybe feel it at all. They're maybe going to have such a horrible year that they are like, what progress? What growth? This didn't happen for me. I didn't get catapulted into the next dimension. So it all depends, okay? This year, I didn't feel like I shed anything. I really didn't. So I think it was BS. But maybe this time around, I will feel the effects more. But keep in mind, it was a wooden snake, so that means slow. So, like, I'm not going to notice if things are slow. But anyway, I did have slow, steady growth in some ways, I guess, in my healing journey. Yeah, so I just mostly traveled and just had a good time. I enjoyed 2025. I don't know. I didn't really feel anything. It didn't feel like I was releasing something. I don't know. Am I going crazy? Like, I just feel like everyone's posting the same thing online nowadays and hyping it up and playing imagination at this point. So let's go ahead and look at the fire horse, though. Fire horse meaning. I'm going to look that up first before I go into the monkey, okay? So, and I can briefly cover each sign, I believe, okay? A fire horse. So each time it goes through each cycle of 12 years, the animal has an element. Usually it's like fire, water, wood, metal, earth, I think, something like that, air, I believe. Strong, fast horse used in 19th, 20th century fire engines. So that's what it refers to. Or more commonly in modern context, the rare and dynamic year of the fire horse 2026 in the Chinese zodiac, symbolizing intense passion. So there could be a lot of like romance, heated romance, love, transformation. Okay, fire is usually about transformation. If you're a fire sign, you're all about those things. Action, so yeah, independence, but also volatility. So there might be a lot of instability in like the stock markets, housing. You might find a lot of those. Wooden snake was like slow, steady growth in investments. I did notice that with my investments as well. But fire horse might make that come to a short stop, a quick stop. It might just all of a sudden plummet several $1,000s in a day, yeah. So requiring focus to channel its powerful energy constructively. So now that you've shed old skin, you're ready to charge forward. Allegedly, right? Allegedly. That's what they're all saying, right? The whole hype, right? We'll see what goes down. I guess I'm a little pessimistic because this year wasn't what I really thought shedding old skin would have looked like. It was slow and boring. It was slow and boring. Rarity. A fire horse year occurs only once every 60 years, so 1966. Making it highly significant. Sure. Let's see about that. Traits. Combines the horse's freedom and action with fire's passion and intensity, creating a year for bold moves, ambition, and rapid change. Energy, high energy, fast-paced, and action-oriented. favoring decisiveness and pursuing goals with zeal. Warning, can be volatile and inconsistent, it says, requires mindful action to avoid chaos and burnout. So this is all what AI is saying right now. It just summarizes what, for those who still don't know what AI is, it's an artificial intelligence. It summarizes what the collection of all the information online out there ever composed into one unit. It's like, it just basically summarizes it. It's like a language learning model. It can kind of think for itself in a weird way, but it's not fully conscious, allegedly. But so for me personally, what I find with this fire horse energy is it's going to bring a lot of busyness. That's what I've come to find in my research over the last few months. Sometimes you might be so focused on your job, your career, making money, that that's all you do. That's your whole life, and so it might be hard to make friends this year because you're so passionately focused and motivated on the target and on your goals that you kind of brush off other things, unless you make your goal your social life for this year. Then you're going to be focused solely on that. Or, you're just going to hit the target every time, right? You're going to just focus with all your might on something. So if it's career, job, work, you might find you're having sort of enslavement into that, and not really regarding anyone else, their feelings. You're just moving ahead. You're not letting anyone, disrupt that. I'm sorry, I keep my... There we go. I had a piece of skin, my lip was chapped. So, superstition, historical. In Japan, a superstition linked women born in this year to short temper and bad luck for their husbands, partly due to a famous Edo period incident, okay? I can see that. I can see relationships getting kind of rattled a little bit, or sudden collapse in love because, one partner in the relationship is so focused and determined on their career. Maybe they're staying out extra late to fill their job, and the partner thinks they're not cheating on me, or they're not spending time with me as they used to, or they're working too much and not cuddle time, right? It could be that kind of year. It could be if you're not careful, you set a goal and you focus so hard on it with full speed, you forget about your lover, Historical fire horses, it says, the role of a fire horse. Powerful horses that pulled heavy steam fire engines in early fire departments, known for their speed, obedience, and fearlessness. The behavior, the trained to run to their positions when an alarm sounded. They would even gallop joyfully when retired if a fire occurred nearby. Okay, so it says a figurative meaning here. The fire horse effect, quote unquote. It can describe a situation where something incredibly successful, like a fire horse, struggles to replicate that success in a new context. Okay, whatever that means. Oh, Vogue actually made an article about what fire horse means for you. So let's look up what fire horse means for each sign. So, amplifying traits like leadership, it says impulsiveness. Yeah, be careful, because you could make an impulsive stock market investment, for example, and then, sudden volatility. It goes in the toilet real quick and you regret all that impulsivity. So be careful where you're channeling and focusing your energies. Opportunities for breakthrough, but risks of burnout, requiring balance between rapid progress and grounding. If you can do this, you will have a successful year ahead, especially for horses and rats, okay, who face fluctuating luck. That makes a lot of freaking sense. My father's a rat. I'm sure he's had that in his life. Time for decisive steps, breaking old patterns, pursuing ambitions, pursuing for growth rather than stagnation, notes Vogue in Times of India. So it's the continuation of breaking old patterns, like the year of the snake, continuation of the shedding of sorts. So maybe I'll feel that more this year, starting February. Who the hell knows at this point in the game. So action and momentum, powerful call to move forward, take risks, make big changes, bringing urgency and a strong drive, shattering old habits, initiating new growth. Fast pace can lead to burnout. Patience and grounding are crucial. Okay, so positive momentum. So here's the signs, what I'm looking for. The specific sign influences the general trends that will feel the most positive influence and momentum from the fire horse. Are you ready? Figure out your sign first. I'm a dog. Inez is a monkey, I guess, because she's asking about monkey. Figure out, are you goat? Are you, what are you? A chicken, pig? What are you? It will tell you your year you're born. The year you're born is linked to the sign. So I'm 1994, as ancient as that sounds to use Gen Zers, that's a dog, okay? You're the dog. If you're born 2006, you're the dog. If you're born 2018, you're probably not, you sucking your thumb still. You're not listening to this video. Anyway. Okay, so tiger, rabbit, yes, dragon, dog. I'm gonna have positive momentum finally. Damn. My time to shine, finally. Shoot. And goat may see positive progress. Okay, so tiger, rabbit, dragon, dog, and goat will see positive momentum. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Okay, grounding needed. These are the signs that need grounding. Snake, monkey. So monkey needs grounding, okay? Rooster, ox, pig should focus on stability. So snake, monkey, rooster, ox, and pig should focus on grounding. Fluctuating luck, horses and rats need extra vigilance. So that's crazy. Like, it's your year, horse, yet you still need extra vigilance. That's crazy. I'm sorry to hear if you're a horse. So how to navigate these changes is embrace change. Don't resist transformation. Ride the momentum. Okay, suggests Vogue. Act decisively. Procrastination becomes a disadvantage. Step into the spotlight. Now is your time to shine. You people who want to be a star online, go ahead, do that. Find your center. Balance external action with internal stillness. To avoid being swept away, advises the Japan Times. And channel your passion. Direct your fiery energy into bold goals and creative projects, says Cornerstone Ranch in Times of India. Okay. So here I'm going to go and see Buddha and Karma. Let's see the monkey. So this is from buddhaandkarma.com. They're saying, year of the horse 2026 predictions for monkey. In 2026, monkey is affected by the challenging number 7 lost star. Okay, whatever that means. An energy linked to financial leakage. So be careful spending your money, honey. Okay, be careful. Because, yeah, like I said, volatility, I predict, that's my prediction, my opinion, allegedly, entertainment purposes only. There's going to be a lot of volatile energy with the stock market. I see a lot of red plummeting. I don't know, in the spirit, I just see a lot of red. When they said volatile, I didn't see up. I saw down, okay? So misunderstandings and heightened risk of disputes or misplaced trust. So I believe we've done a lot of these like love kind of videos before, talking about love and zodiac astrology. So be careful with that, okay? Be careful with your relationship kind of, lack of good fortune there. Because again, with the fire horse, everything is speed and accuracy and precision. So it's like your words can have a mark and an influence heavily, okay? Especially if the monkey needs more grounding this year, you're going to have to bite that tongue, okay? You're going to have to hold back what you say, because a lot of times you might have that Spitfire energy this year and just say like, some things you regret later. We've all done that to our loved ones, and then we have to go apologize. So now we're spending more energy apologizing, and it's exhausting. So, it's better to just bite that tongue, scream in a pillow, punching bag, don't let it out on anybody, okay? Because this could be a violent year as well, globally. So, keep in mind people might be riling up and picketing and throwing dung bombs. This year calls for restraint, like I said, discretion, using your discernment, not your impulsivity, okay? And thoughtful decision making rather than clever shortcuts. Yes. Think things through before buying a house. Think things through before starting a relationship. Think things through before starting school. Think things through. Career-wise, situations may require closer attention to detail. Be cautious with agreements, contracts, and collabs. Okay, collaborations. Especially those that rely heavily on verbal promises. What did I say? Be careful with how you speak, monkey, okay? Speak no evil, right? Monkey, right? Avoid office politics. I knew I was going to say politics. It's going to have a volatile year. Politics, yes. And resist the urge to speak impulsively, as the number 7 star can turn small misunderstanding into larger complications. That could look like a lot of people get fired over a dispute at work. So bite that tongue, bite that tongue, bite that tongue. Okay. Financially, this is not a year for speculation or risky ventures. No. So if you have investments, keep them, don't sell them. Keep them, okay? Or sell, whatever you're ready to do. This is not financial advice, but don't be doing something new. Don't be signing no crazy contract. None of that, okay? Watch for unexpected expenses, impulse purchases, or losses caused by poor judgment. So if your finances are in order, keep them in order. Focus instead on protecting existing resources and tightening financial controls, like I just said. Socially and emotionally, the monkey may feel more reactive to criticism or conflict. Again, bite that tongue. Bite that tongue. The number 7 star can heighten tension in communication, so choosing words carefully and setting clear boundaries will help prevent the unnecessary fallout, it says. Yeah, this is a very wise words. Wise words. To counteract the effects of the number 7 lost star, again, whatever the hell that means, wearing the double Pixiu wealth bracelet. They're promoting their bracelet. Okay. Is strongly recommended. Double Pixiu work together to guard against financial drain, stabilize income, protect blah, 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 blah. Okay. Maintaining structure, it says, routine, and a lower profile. Be low key, be down low. Okay. If you made a lot this year, be low key. If you won the lotto, be low key. Okay. Because then people are going to be fighting you over that. When strategy replaces impulse, 2026 becomes a time for monkey to safeguard stability, minimize loss, and prepare quietly for stronger opportunities ahead. Child, I have to be curious for the year of the dog. I have to be curious. What does the year of the dog say for me? Where's the dog? How come I can't see the dog? I'm nowhere to be found. Oh, I'm one of the last ones. Jeez, I wonder why. So, year of the horse for dog. Dog is affected by a number 1 illness. You might as well just shoot me. What the hell? I thought this was going to be a good year. It says number 1 illness star. Illness? Oh, hell no. An energy that calls attention to physical vitality. Okay. Not as bad as it sounds. Emotional balance and overall well-being. This year is less about pushing limits and more about preserving strength. That's definitely what I feel called to do because I'm getting older, as you all know, as we all are. And in my 30s, one thing I've noticed is I've had to slow the hell down. I'm not the same as I'm 16. I can't just be like, no way, Jose. Okay, no way, Jose. Definitely not. I definitely feel more lazy with age. Listening to your body, yes. Oh my gosh, that was number 1 for healing. Listening to my freaking body. Because it has a lot to say. All the time, by the way. It can be exhausting. And maintaining steady routines. Yes. Balance, work-life balance. That was It's a hard lesson the last 2 years. Health should be your top priority. Not again. You might as well just throw kale salad at my face. Fatigue, stress, oh shit. Not again. God damn it. Okay. Or minor ailments may surface if you ignore early warning signs. I've been going through this the last few years. Not again. It's okay. It's all part of soul growth. It's okay. It's okay. I'm already crying. This is a year to slow your pace, improve daily habits, and avoid overcommitting yourself, especially when responsibilities begin to pile up. No more. No. I don't want this energy anymore. Why can't I just get a break? Professionally, progress is possible, but only when balanced with proper rest and boundaries. Blah, 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 blah. I've been told the same stuff year after year. Avoid taking on excessive workloads and putting others' needs ahead of your own. I have this problem. I love helping people. I'm a workaholic. I can't put it down. Yeah, it is what it is. But it causes me a detriment to my health, unfortunately, because of this. So I have to constantly remind myself to slow down and take it easy. It's so hard, though, when I'm constantly on the go, it feels. Financially, keep plans conservative and focus on stability rather than expansion. Okay? A little too late for that, as stress can indirectly affect both health and decision-making. Emotionally, the dog may feel more sensitive or drained at times. Oh, great. Surround yourself with supportive people. You might as well just throw me off a bridge. I'm joking, by the way. Sensitive or drained at times. Surround yourself with supportive people and avoid environments that feel chaotic or demanding. Rest, reflection, and consistency will restore balance more effectively than force. I'm going to roll my eyes to the back of my brain. To counteract the effects of the number one illness star, wearing the copper braid. Oh, okay, I could try wearing copper. It says it helps illness and protect vitality. Okay, approach 2026 with care and self-compassion. It's funny, I felt this year there would be a major illness spreading too. I saw that in the cards. Just saying. Allegedly. I mean, globally, not just personally. Care, self-compassion. When you prioritize health, set firm boundaries. I struggle with that. And move at a sustainable pace, the dog can maintain stability and quietly strengthen their foundation for healthier years ahead. You might as well just tell me to go myself. Literally, you might as well just run me over. No, I'm just joking. But seriously, you might as well just tell me I'm going to have a bad year. No, I'm playing. I'm not going to put that energy out there, but I'm just joking. I love to joke, whatever. But, oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that sucks. Okay, so let's see if someone has a summarized version of each sign. I'm not all gonna read into this here. Detailed descriptions. Okay. So the last in 2014, that makes sense, was a wood horse. No wonder it was a slow year for me. 2014. Yeah, it was a slow year. Okay, so let's look into rat. I'm gonna be real quick, okay? This is from ChinaHighlights.com. ChinaHighlights.com. 2026 challenging clash year for you, which may bring financial fluctuations and interpersonal tensions. A lot of people will have down for money, which just sucks. Avoid major investments or career changes and focus on maintaining stable income through diligent work. So similar to dog. Strengthen family bonds and prioritize health to navigate uncertainties. Similar to dog. With mindful planning, you can turn obstacles into stepping stones for future growth. So it seems like a lot of people's future growth is postponed or delayed. It's a very 2014 energy. It's a very similar to 2014. Keep still where you are. It's funny because I'm moving. In 2014, I moved as well. That was the start of a new year there. And I only stayed there a year. And then I moved again. So, I don't know. That's kind of weird. Ox. If you're an ox, is a conflict year. 2026 call for caution in relationships and finances for you. This is not a good sign for money. Seems for everyone this year. Steady effort at work will yield rewards, but avoid risky ventures or impulsive decisions. Yeah, hold back on your crazy purchases, like not small, like $80 purchase. I'm talking like $800,000 purchases, okay? Health needs attention. Balance work with rest and maintain regular checkups. Yeah, okay. Very similar. Health and money, it seems. Stay humble in interactions to prevent misunderstandings and build savings for long-term security. Tiger. 2026 is a generally supportive year where your own initiative drives progress. Career and travel opportunities arrive, but beware of conflicts with difficult individuals, especially women. Stay adaptable and open to new environments, it says. Emotional balance and clear communication will help you make the most of this proactive phase. Okay, so Tiger looks like they're going to have a way better year than everybody else. I'm still crying inside. Why me? I'm such a victim. It's beautiful. In 2026, some misunderstandings may occur, but stars like Chande offer support. Nurture partnerships and avoid gossip in the workplace. Seems very similar to monkey, right? Finances require careful management. Seems like this is going to be a horrible year with money. What the hell? Save consciously and protect against minor losses. This is why I feel like something is going to come in 2026 that's so disastrous and major. It's going to just be like 2020. Love life brightens for singles, while couples should deepen trust through quality time. Beautiful. Dragon. My mom's a dragon. Let's see what goes down with her year. In the Orthodox Christmas we celebrate on the 6th of January, she got the coin this year in the bread. So this is probably going to be her year. Let's see. 2026 is a steady year with gradual progress through careful planning for you. Partnerships need clarity. Avoid ambiguous agreements, especially with female associates. She don't got to worry about that. She works for her husband. Health remains stable with routine care, but travel calls for caution. She may have to travel this year, that's true. Focus on skill building at work and maintain emotional balance through simple joys. So she finna have a great year. She could be laughing at me all year. She'd be like, ha, I'm having a blast. You having a horrible, miserable, terrible year. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing. 2026 is a fresh start for you after recent challenges with career growth supported by Luzon. Stay adaptable to changes and avoid overcommitting financially. Relationships flourish with open communication, and singles may find love through work connections. Prioritize health to prevent stress-related issues. Okay. Oh, damn. Horse is long. I ain't gonna read that. That's too long. Horse, you're the horse, so naturally you're gonna have a fine year. 2026, harmonious year fueled for the goat. Fueled by creativity and helpful connections for you to explore new ventures or markets, but manage spending wisely. Something's going to go down with the markets. I'm telling you right now. Relationship thrive, though avoid office romance to prevent complications. Balance social activity with rest to maintain energy. Okay. Monkey. You will receive stability. I already read monkey, but I'll read it again. After past turbulence, with sharp thinking aiding career growth. Travel or study may bring opportunities, but guard against emotional isolation. Finances improve through steady effort, though home-related expenses may arise. Stay connected to loved ones to counter moments of loneliness. That's also very different from what I just read. Rooster, you will enjoy strong social and romantic luck. A lot of people with love this year. A lot of love, seems. Advance your career with confidence, especially with support from female mentors. Handle money matters transparently to avoid disputes. Married individuals should nurture loyalty to protect harmony at home. The dog is a smooth year with career progress and promising partnerships for you. Stay organized amid changes at work or home. Communicate openly in relationships to avoid emotional distance. Monitor family health and be proactive with preventative care. So it sounds like it's going to be another 2025 for me. 2026 is a balanced year for you for the pig, for where your steady effort brings rewards. Helpful people support your work, making collaboration fruitful. Manage health through diet and routine. Prepare for unexpected expenses. With insurance or savings, relationships deepen through shared responsibility and mutual care. This is going to be a terrible year for money. This is going to be, I already called it. It's going to be a year for money, okay? Maybe not a good time to invest. Like, invest in yourself. It seems like invest in your health. If you have to spend, invest in something that is good for you. That's your growth, your personal growth, your spiritual evolution. therapy, counseling, whatever, health, invest in yourself, invest in your relationships. Don't be so distant. It seems like don't be greedy in 2026. Those people who are greedy in 2026 will have a downfall waiting for them, right? Make sure you enjoy what you have, what you've built, what you've grown, developed, and keep what you currently invest in. Hold it, that make it grow slow and steady. It's not going to be like the year you think, okay? And I have been feeling this as well. Like, don't listen to the hype of, oh my God, this is going to be the most amazing, like those influencers. Oh my God, this is going to be the most amazing year. Shut up, okay? Shut up, drama queen. Like, okay, you're just wanting clicks. Let's be real, right? This year didn't go as planned, neither will next, right? And the next after that. Just listen to your intuition, follow your heart's inner guidance. And what it seems like the theme here for Fire Horse is whatever you need to work on that, okay? And make sure you stick with it. Because again, it's about focus. Stick with focusing on what you want to stick with and focus on. Thank you so much, Ines, for booking. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I covered enough of monkey. I try to go more into monkey than the other signs, but I still want to be fair and give everyone their reading. So I love you all so much. I hope you have a great Chinese New Year when it comes. I don't know too much about this star and Tanxing and number 1, number 7 illness and this and that and what have you. I don't know too much about that, but what I can say is I'm pretty darn accurate with my intuition. This is going to be very similar to 2014. I definitely felt that in the spirit because there's something powerful with that 12-year cycle. This is another 2014. That's what it feels like. Okay. So yeah, be ready for that. Okay. All right. I love you all so much, and I will see you all very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.